Hello to myself and everybody else. So far, here's another book review on a book I have, and this one is called Manga Drawing Books How to Draw Manga Eyes, the black and white edition. So far, with this book right here, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did with my last review, which was another one on drawing eyes and everything. I'm just gonna put the pages and stuff down while I basically talk over the review, so I just have to kind of pad this out a little bit, but basically this book, it does what the cover says, goes into drawing manga eyes, and it goes into kind of drawing a face as well. I think maybe two kinds of, or maybe kind of two, okay, basically this one, it goes into drawing a few different types of eyes from different perspectives. Basically this whole book is just only pictures, no text, except for just to say step 1, step 2, and that's really it. And that's basically the whole thing with this book. Just, it shows a few examples drawing eyes, show a few examples drawing a face, and that's mostly it. Again, hopefully that was enough to show all the pages. If not, I'll just put the rest of them up anyway. So yeah, so far we take a closer look at this book. Basically, again, as I said before, there's no words in this except for just saying step 1, step 2, and that's really it. The whole thing with this is, this book is basically made up of a bunch of I want to say screenshots or pictures. I really, basically looking at the pictures, if we look at page 1, and again, I'm being a hypocrite here because I took pictures of this book to put them up, but still, basically a lot of the pictures of the eyes, they're pixelated. I don't know what they did to take the screenshots or what. It seemed like somebody took a picture of it with their camera and then pasted that picture into a Word document or something. I really don't know. But yeah, just a lot of the pictures are kind of pixelated. Some are clear, some aren't. So I really have no idea what really went on there. But the other thing is that again, there's no real tips or advice in this book. So if you're somebody like me who needs advice, suggestions, or things broken down by a lot, you will not get that whatsoever. So basically, again, this is good for if you're better at tracing or just studying an example and just moving on through that. But it's looking at some of the stuff too, some of the pages, it's hard to genuinely tell what they did for some of it. If we look at I think the second page in the book where it says steps 5 and 6, I really can't tell the difference in those two steps. I can't tell what they did differently at all. It just seems like they lightened up the picture, that they used darker colors for it or something, blacker ink or something. I really have no idea what the difference is between steps 5 and 6. And that's kind of a problem for some of the pages, because you'll look and you're okay, so what's the difference between these two steps? As well as if we look at the next page, where it basically has drawing a face in I think 4 steps. Again, another problem with steps 3 and 4, I can't really tell the difference between the two. It just seems like they darken the picture a little bit. But as well as with steps 1 and 2 of this, again, if you're trying to learn how to draw eyes, basically you look at this and you're okay, step 1, I can do this part. Step 2, the hair, I can't draw hair for crap. So looking at this, it's either trace over it or try your own, but you might struggle like a madman with that. Then step 3, they just add a bunch of detail where it's okay, so 1 was draw the outline of the eyes. 2, the hair. 3, put the outside part of the eye, the eyebrow, the pupil, blushes on it, nose, the mouth. And then step 4, I still don't know what they did with that. So just a huge jump in the steps is a major thing with that too. Just, that's a big problem with this book, if I had to say. Just huge steps, just kind of skipped a bit. It just kind of jumps from thing to thing, so you just have to figure it out a lot. Again, you could definitely probably get something from this book, but again, it's a thing where I'm me putting up the pictures of this book probably is just way more beneficial than actually buying the book. And basically, I'll go into why in my final thoughts. So the reason why I probably wouldn't recommend buying this book is because when I bought this book, I bought it for like less than, or it was like $4 and some change. I don't know how much. Again, I bought it from thrift books as well. I bought it for like $4 and some change. And I had a deal because I had like a bunch of points and all that. So basically, I got to get this book for free because I think it was if I bought any book for under $5, I could get it for free. So I did that. And so I got his book for free basically. But again, when I bought it, it was $4 and some change. I go to thrift books right now. This book is $8.44. And that's new. So again, I would not recommend this book. If you can find it, like I said, at a Goodwill or something for less than like $2, go for it. But for like $8, it's better just to look at the pictures here on this review, or again, go to a YouTube video anywhere else, because that'll be way more beneficial than just spending money on this book, because it's like a thin book. It's 28 pages. Its publisher is CreateSpace independent publishing platform, and this book is from like 2015. So again, you might get something from it, but you're probably better off just like looking at the pictures here and just working from that. So yeah, just I would not recommend this book at all. Like, beginners, you definitely probably could get something from it, just trying some stuff. Intermediate, maybe as well, different styles of eyes, maybe. But I still say there's better sources out there. You could easily just look up a picture of any anime character, zoom in their eye, and just try to replicate it. You're probably better off doing that. But again, that's just my whole opinion on that. So yeah, again, just overall, I would not recommend buying this book. That's just the whole thing there. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.